Hello, everyone. On today's IRS tax refund update, as we continue to monitor those ongoing tax refund delays, we'll check in on the current tax return backlog based off the latest numbers coming out of the IRS. Meanwhile, the next round of both direct deposit and paper check refunds are scheduled for release this week, so we'll take a look at that as well. Also, in the past week, we've seen an increase of reports relating to refund freezes. So we'll recap that, as well as the two scenarios you may fall under if you're seeing the 970 and 571 codes on your tax transcripts. Now, starting off with the latest update from the IRS, and we once again saw another decrease of the backlog to 4.2 million unprocessed tax returns. Now, last week that was at 4.4 million, and the progress in this batch came from paper returns, which saw a reduction of 200,000 to now 2.3 million remaining. Now, unfortunately, we did not see any significant movement this week when it came to the processing of e-file returns and those requiring additional corrections and review. Based off the current processing trends, those paper returns are still scheduled to be completed by the end of December. However, we're expecting processing of all e-file returns not to be completed until mid-January as of this point. However, the question also remains if the numbers are in fact accurate or if the IRS is underreporting the backlog, which was the case earlier this year. So we'll see if a significant amount of the backlog will be completed by the end of the year. Now on to amended returns, which saw another decrease of 100,000 to now 1 million unprocessed returns. As we previously reported, amended returns are being processed at a much slower rate than e-file and paper returns. Based off the current trends, all amended returns should be processed by the second week of January. Now moving on to those tax refunds, as the next batch of direct deposit refunds are scheduled to be released and transmitted by the IRS to bank accounts on Wednesday, November 16th. Meanwhile, the next batch of paper refunds are scheduled to be released on November 18th. If you're receiving a paper check, do allow 7 to 10 business days to receive that by mail. We've had a number of viewers reach out to us discussing refund freezes, which can be due to a variety of reasons. Now, for those of you self-employed who are claiming COVID sick credits, do note while the IRS is processing those returns, you can expect additional delays as the IRS is really thoroughly reviewing those returns. That is because there are reports of returns fraudulently attempting to claim COVID sick credits and others who indicate they claim those credits supposedly by mistake. So as a result, those of you who are legitimately claiming COVID sick credits are forced to wait as a result, and another factor why we're seeing this backlog. Meanwhile, for those of you claiming EITC, you're also seeing longer than usual wait times, and that is because the IRS has increased audits related to those claiming the credit, even if you've been claiming the EITC credit for years now. No doubt the fact the IRS paid out billions of improper EITC payments last year is playing a role in the increased amount of audits we're seeing. Also, ID verification continues to play a role in refund delays and freezes. There are still taxpayers out there who are still not aware this is the cause of their delay and should be on track to receive a 5017C notice in the mail. On the topic of those tax transcripts, if you're seeing the 570 and 971 codes on your transcripts, you'll fall into one of two categories. If you see both codes with the same dates listed next to them, that means the IRS has corrected the issue with your tax return and your refund has been cleared for processing. If they're listed with two separate dates, that means the IRS still continues to work on your tax return. There has been a significant increase of complaints from taxpayers this year relating to their tax preparers both in person and online, which is leading taxpayers to consider different options for next year. As a reminder, for those taxpayers earning less than $73,000 a year with simple returns, they can file online for free. There's a list of companies providing free filing programs on the IRS website, and if you fall under the adjusted gross income amount, you will want to consider that instead of having to pay. Let us know about your ongoing issue in the comments section below, including when and how you filed your tax return. In the meantime, we'll keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.